Hello and welcome back to Devlog, Midwest 90 Rapid Cities Devlog. And this is Devlog 3, and today we're going to be talking about music and everything related to music in the game. And a lot of people don't realize how important music plays to a game, but I can honestly say that most of my most memorable experiences playing games involved the music helped in such an important way, and I really wanted to get the music right for Midwest 90. And the good thing about it is that I came across my friend Kristopher Chong, who's with us today, and he's also the one who's written the music for the game. And I hadn't seen Chris in about 2 years or so. We haven't we're not in contact or anything, were we, Chris? Until
Yeah,
you
yeah,
saw
no,
that newspaper article where
yeah,
I was making a game, and
yep,
Chris joined this Discord server, and then he got in touch with me, and I was like, "Yo, yay, man,
yeah,
Chris, yeah." And yeah, the rest is history, isn't it? By the way,
yeah.
Chris, why don't you just give an introduction to yourself?
All right, hi everybody. My name is Chris. I'm a musician, and basically I'm a session bassist. So I do songwriting and composing as well. So that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen how I got to know about Chris is while going and watching some of his shows, his performances here in Kuala Lumpur. Specifically,
Yeah,
there's is it an underground or is it an indie pub which I met you at?
it should be a I think indie,
Yeah,
indie.
right. It's not
Uh,
exactly underground. It's more of an
yeah,
indie type of indie music type of
yeah, platform.
scene
Yeah,
platform, and it was called Merdekaria. Shout out to
yeah,
Merdekaria. I miss
yeah,
you. Throughout the whole MCO, I've not been there in a long time for
yeah.
the last 2 years, and yeah.
Likewise, man. Yeah,
But yeah, so and Chris was playing in this band. What was the band's name again? You, Riz, and Brian, Sons of the
Putra
Soil.
Bumi,
Huh?
Putra Bumi,
Yeah,
Putra Bumi.
Putra Bumi. That
Yep.
means in English for our non-Malay speaking who's
Uh,
committee members.
the, the prince of the soil.
Yeah, Prince of the Soil. Yeah, that's right. Putra Bumi. Yeah,
Yeah,
that it was great, and Chris was the it was the basis for the band, and yeah, after they played, we used to have a few drinks together and talk a bit, and yeah, thus became
yep,
fast friends. But
yep.
before just to give you guys a little um feel of what we have in store for in terms of Chris's music, we the team here at Hidden Chest Studios had prepared this video for our GamesCon, which we just came back from in Singapore, and it was a showcase of some of the things in the game, and we used Chris's music there. So I'm going to share this with you guys right now.
Yep.
let's move on to the next part of what we're going to talk about today is
All right.
inspirations. So I think I'll tell you what,
Mm,
I'll start off first because I'm the director of the game, and I had a very specific sound which I wanted for the
yeah.
game, right? And
Yep.
I don't know. I told this to Chris as soon as Chris approached me and told me he's writing music, and then I told him, like, Chris, look, would you like to do write some songs for the game? That's what
Yeah.
happened, right? Yeah, asked you, would you like, and
Yep.
then you were like, yeah, man, I'd love to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I told Chris like what I wanted to achieve in terms of the sound of the game, which is
Yep.
which was because the game is set in the Midwest, right, Chris?
Mm,
And
yep.
we wanted to have something a very strong American flavor to the music. And
Mm-hmm.
that's I was what I had in mind initially was something very like a small band type of music. It was the
Yeah.
music American folksy, and heavily inspired by Tom Waits.
Yep.
And but I one particular song by Tom Waits, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And in for but that was just for the music that was going on in the background while you played the
Yeah.
restaurant game. We had a
Mm-hmm.
different approach that we wanted to go for when it came to uh, the 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 when the monsters attack the restaurant, right?
Yeah.
I wanted
Yep.
to have a little bit of an industrial type of sound, which is very influenced by Diablo, and yeah, and a few Native American elements
Yeah.
in it because the Native American culture is so strong in
Yeah.
South Dakota and Midwest. Yeah. So yep, that's the direction that I kind of like gave to Chris. I can talk about it all day. So, but Chris, yeah, you go ahead and tell me, like, what did you think about it? What did you think
Yeah.
about when I first told you all of this? What did you do?
But basically, after you just mentioned to me, the direction you want, the tone, and we both agree on Tom Waits as well because I'm
Yeah,
a fan of him as well.
yeah,
And so the first thing I did is like I try to immerse myself into what you want, like Midwestern,
yep.
um, bikers on a long highway to somewhere of the unknown. So what comes to my mind is basically, okay, I love Black Label Society. You know Zack
Oh
Wild.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, Black Label
So
Society.
that's the
Yeah.
first thing that came to my mind. All right,
Yeah.
that's the element we can go for. And another one is the Sons of Anarchy. You watch
Sons,
that?
I've not watched that show. But I've really not watched that show. Yeah. Anyway, yeah,
You
go ahead.
listen to the soundtrack. You
Uh-huh.
listen to the soundtrack from the series. You know that why am I referring to these two? So
Right.
from there, okay, when I realized that okay, that's where we're going for. So I started listening to the music. I try to watch some video, get inspiration, listen back to my Zack Wild records, and the next thing I know, I just get my guitar and just start playing. That's all.
And the music
So
just came out like that, right? I mean,
yeah,
and
it's like it's very natural. It's very organic. That when you immerse yourself in a certain thing, you keep looking at it, you keep listening to it, and automatically when you start to play, you want to do something, you might get a little bit of the elements you want. So that's what I go for. I try to embrace that, and that's how it all started. I started with a simple guitar, as I sent to you at the draft, and from there we lay on the bass, the percussion, and try to keep it as minimal as possible. As I think we mentioned, we do not want to interfere too much with the gameplay as well.
yeah, we wanted the
Yeah,
background to be the music to be something in the background that doesn't take
yeah,
too much of the attention from the player.
yeah, yeah,
And yeah, and I was really happy with even the first few drafts that Chris
yeah,
did, and you just needed a little bit of tuning only. That's I mean like
yeah,
into to get to where I really wanted it to go to.
yeah.
But yeah, that is more in terms of the restaurant music, right? And I remember I don't remember telling you that you didn't play Diablo 2, right?
No, I did not. Yeah, talking about that song.
Yeah, exactly. The Tristram song from Diablo 2. I
Yeah,
did not
no
tell you.
idea.
I really wanted to tell you that, like, I wanted something close to that. But you just, I didn't tell you, but you
I
just came up with one
no,
song like that. And what was the name of the
yeah,
song?
Whales of the Unknown.
Yeah, Whales of the Unknown. Yeah.
Yeah,
So Chris wrote the song Whales of the Unknown and it just reminded me so much of Diablo 2. And I did not tell him to do it. I know it was good
yeah.
syncing like you and me, Chris.
Chemistry, bro,
Yeah,
chemistry.
chemistry. Yeah, that's a great thing. We always need chemistry when when you're working with
Yeah,
coming up with the works of art. I would say, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. And but what do you think about the music when the monsters attack? That was a little bit
Yep.
tough, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like no, it's like it sort of differs from what we want for the others. It's like it's more towards like as you say, industrial. bring in more Native American elements and those stuff. So I guess it's just a different. It's not a different challenge. It's the same challenge of making the track for the whole game,
Yeah,
but just different element you're playing with now. So I think in a way, if you listen to what I did for the monster, you still can hear the elements of the dark western thing.
yeah.
It's all the same theme. So I guess the transition is quite smooth. Yeah,
Hmm. But I think like we still need to work on the monster attacks a bit a little bit
yeah,
because like I told you, it sounded great when when we kind of like agreed, okay, this is what we wanted,
yeah,
but once we put it in the game, um,
yeah,
it was a bit too low energy, I would say,
yeah.
the music. So we're going to be working on that a little bit more. But I really like what you did with that,
Cool, cool.
and
Thank you, thank you.
yeah, and everything was very industrial, the sound, and yeah, you've just been using samples, right?
Yeah, I mean it's like what it's a mix. I mean it's things I can do organically like guitars and bass I can do it, and certain things like you need like native drums you can't really get it here.
Yeah.
So I work on samples and get some samples and just try to manipulate it to get what I want.
Yeah, so but what do you have in it's quite different from the music in the restaurant, right?
Yeah,
So I mean, how did you work on that part when the monsters attack? Like, I told you I wanted something industrial,
yeah,
and I did give you that one example from Diablo,
yeah,
the tracks catacombs.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, do you have like any in favorite industrial bands or thing like that?
Um, okay, there's a period of time in my life. We have phases. So I have my grunge and all.
Yeah,
I do have industrial. That's why I go for Rammstein, Nine
yes,
Inch Nails, and stuff like that.
right.
So this way, when a moment comes like this, like all right, time for me to summon all these people out. Just get
Yeah,
it out, get in the zone. But then again, you need to tame it. I cannot go overboard.
right.
So it's all about balance. It's all about you and me working together on this. Like it's an ongoing project, so the
Mm.
tracks will change accordingly to time. So it's all good, man. It's all good.
Oh man, I like the what you said. Like, it's time for you to summon these people. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, it,
yeah,
it it does feel like that. Like you dig
yeah.
deep inside and you pull out this god of music, industrial music,
Exactly,
and like,
man.
help me.
And energy, bro.
Yeah, right. And yeah, that still needs a little bit of work, only a little bit of work, but we're definitely heading in the right direction. And
Yeah, yeah.
do you have like a track that you're going to share with us today for like to be for part of the session?
So yeah, in addition to what we heard in the showcase, right? So there's one more track from which I wrote for this game as well. Maybe I put up the link first. Shall I mention the name now? Or...
Yeah, go ahead and mention the name of the track.
So I chosen this track. It's Get on the 90.
Ah, get on
The
the
reason
90.
okay, so okay, it's on, so you can listen. The reason why I choose this track because like we talk about the native drums, So
Yep.
this is one of the track where I implemented the native percussion and drums on the track that I use. And when it comes to this, what I did is that I've been watching a lot of powwows video. The powwow, that the event that Native American does is like
Oh,
it's
Powwow.
not a
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
yeah.
Yes.
So I've been watching a lot of this, looking at their dancers, just to I try to get a feel of the rhythm,
Right.
the tone that's happening, what's happening, the vibration. So from there, I get the inspiration, listen to the sound of the percussion, I looking at what they used to play, and I get my sample, and that's how I get all this thing out and put it in the tracks. Among them, this is one of them. Yeah.
Great, great. Yeah, I know. I love this track as well. By the way, the game is called Midwest 90, and the reason why it's called Midwest 90 is because um, the restaurant is located along the interstate 90, right?
Mm.
And that's where the 90 comes from. So the name of the track is Get on the 90, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
because these people are going to the 90 to get to the place to do the restaurant. So yeah, man.
yeah, exactly. So I mean, it's there's so much of inspiration to draw from that whole area. You got the whole Native
Yeah,
American thing, and the whole
yeah.
Midwest thing.
Even though we're not from there,
Yeah,
but
even though we've never been there,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
right.
I honestly feel like we if we do well with the game, we should take like a few of you guys as team members to go
Yeah,
there and experience the thing, so that
yeah,
if we get the chance to work on a sequel, it will help so much actually
yeah,
being there and experiencing
true.
Rapid City in the Midwest. Um,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
and
for
and
sure, man.
and speaking about that, a sequel. Well, you know, hopefully we get to make a sequel. But
Yeah,
me and Chris also are kind of like experimenting so, or with a, playing
yeah,
around with a different idea, right?
yeah,
Which
yeah.
yeah, which is involving what country we what where Western cowboy spaghetti Western.
Very Western. Wee wee woo.
Yeah, right, right. What is it, the composer's name? Enrico, oh, never mind.
Yeah,
But the point is, we're already looking ahead. Because we
yeah,
enjoy working with each other, so I've already shared some ideas with Chris in terms of a potential project, and we're already
yeah,
trying to experiment with some music
yeah.
with that. So yeah, it's been great. In fact, it's one of the best things I feel I always felt about working on a game is the music part. Even though I'm not a musician, I can play the guitar and things like that. But it's just I've always been very inclined to good music, right? And like Chris, I guess you can feel the same about that because you didn't go to music school or anything like that, right?
Yeah. No, so that's like I self-taught. Yeah,
Yeah. It's like your own inner passion for it that has driven you to learn the music, the
yeah,
instruments, and everything, right?
yeah, yeah.
So, like, the harmonica bits, did you know how to play the harmonica before I asked you?
No, no, I did not. It's like it takes a lot of reference, a
Mm.
lot of referencing and trial and errors. Yeah, and some samples help as well. Yeah.
Yeah, is this a get on 90 have any harmonica in it?
No, the full bar
Foo Bar has plenty of my harmonica, and that
in the
you can,
showcase. Yeah,
yeah, you can hear that in the showcase video. But that's the thing, you're driven by passion, right? And
yeah.
the requirement was to have some harmonica music, and there you go, you went and like
Okay.
trying and learned a bit about the harmonica. But yeah, it's great. Anyway, I think we're coming to the towards the end of this
Yep.
segment, and Chris, you want to share? I know you got a new album that just dropped,
Yeah,
right? You want to talk
yeah.
a little bit about that?
All right. So, literally yesterday, I just released my debut album. It's a solo-based instrumental album, 10 tracks on it, and it's a mix of like jazz fusion, spiritual, and a little bit of reggae. I love reggae as well, so you guys can get it. I mean, don't get it. You can just stream it on all major streaming sites like Spotify, iTunes, and see it's even on Instagram and TikTok. So you guys can do videos and reels and use my music and just tag me, man. Kristopher Chong with a K. Search for it.
Hey, can you like share the link? I don't think we discussed this, but can you share? Is it okay to share your Spotify link here
Yeah,
in
sure.
our? You
I'll
can.
share it in Arttech Audio as well.
I think that would be best
Oh,
off topic because it's a
oh
separate thing,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
right?
Yeah, okay, okay. I will, I will. I will get it done later. I need to get to Spotify. Yeah.
Sure, sure. But anyway, thanks, Chris. Thanks for having me around,
Yeah.
and I think we would like to have another session with you as well further down the road, so that we can show
Sure.
at least where we've gone with the music, what
Yeah.
more that we've worked on, right?
Sure.
So,
Sure.
yep. Anyway, guys, thank you very much if you're watching right now. Thank you for like joining us live. If you're watching this video until the end on a later day as well, thank you very much. Your support
Thank you.
means everything to us. And take care and have a great weekend.